A huge attack is about to take place on this Fortnite island, and the preparation for this attack has already begun, especially now that we have this thing on the island. That's right, this monolith is definitely going to play a huge part in the storyline of Chapter 6 Season 4, also known as the Chapter Finale Season. And if you notice, the build-up for this season seems very similar to the build-up that happened during Chapter 2. In Chapter 2, we went back in time to this primal world, and in Chapter 6, we went back in time as well to this ancient Japanese reality. In Chapter 2, there were a bunch of spires and ruins corrupting the island and people. Chapter 3, same thing again, corrupting locations and people. And then we start to see on the island animals and people disappearing. And remember in Chapter 6 Season 2, we got a bunch of these missing animal posters. And then the rest of them.
The island is certainly no stranger to strange phenomena. Never before have we seen anything quite like this.
And this was the beginning of the end of the Chapter 2 island. And it looks like this is happening yet again. We know that this season is going to be the final season of this chapter. And we will go to Chapter 7. And if you look at everything that is happening on the island, this might be the end of this Chapter 6 map. The first attack was the arrival of this giant kraken. The second is the arrival of these bugs on the island. And the final attack will be the arrival of the Dark Presence and the Lost Reality. That's right, I think the Lost Reality is responsible for all of these attacks on the island. And if you connect the dots, everything starts to make sense. But why is this monolith so important? And that is what we're going to talk about in today's video, so please leave a like, subscribe, and use my code SMJM if you like Fortnite storyline. The year is 1968. In this movie called Space Odyssey, this opening scene of the movie is considered to be one of the most iconic scenes in science fiction movies. We see the arrival of this black monolith, and later we find out that this monolith was a machine created by an ancient alien species known as the Firstborn. This thing is described as something that is not alive, but it's intelligent. It can corrupt people, the environment. I think Fortnite are trying to recreate this by bringing this black monolith, and I think this was actually created by the Lost Reality. A lot of people don't know this, but Hope actually predicted the arrival of this monolith, as seen in this sketch right over here. And this wasn't the only thing Hope drew. There are a bunch of other secrets in the same drawing that predicts the arrival of the Lost Reality. But before that, I want to glitch under the map and see what's under this monolith. Okay, now all I have to do is go through this hole right over here and make our way all the way to that spot. And we're going to do this underground as well. Wait, hold on a minute. What's going on? Oh my god, no way they patched this, bro. They literally patched this. But that's fine. I've got another method I can do this. Let's go to that location. All right, here we are near Utopia City. This is another way you can do this. And also, Fortnite, please fix this because people can literally get like free wins by doing this glitch. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Perfect. Okay, here we are. We are literally underground now, as you can see. Now, all I have to do is swim my way all the way to this spot right here. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Oh my god, bro, look at this. I play this game every day, but while you're underground, it's so hard to navigate. You just don't know where you are. Okay, the monolith is right over there, but I quickly want to see the location where Demon's Domain used to be, because remember, Daigo opened that giant portal at this location. Let's see if we can still see that portal. I mean, I can see that purple glow right over there. Is that the portal? Also, I want to see if we can see that giant worm, because obviously that worm shows up from the ground. Oh my god, bro, look at this. Look at that purple glow. What is that? I mean, that has to be that purple portal, right? Oh my goodness, bro. Look at this. This looks insane from underground. But the thing is, I can't see any worm around here. I mean, where is that giant worm? Okay, I'm literally inside of this purple smoke. I can hear the music, but I don't see any portal. I mean, there is a giant hole. I'm guessing that's where the Kraken showed up from. Also weird that you can't see the worm. I guess this kind of proves that these bugs are literally created from magic. But anyways, let's go and have a look at the monolith. Okay, where is the monolith again? I'm lost again. Oh, there he is. There it is. Oh my god, bro. Look at this. That's the monolith right over there. Okay, let's take a closer look. That's insane. Oh my goodness. Now, there has to be a reason why Fortnite has added this monolith. Apparently, there is a live event attached to this monolith, so I'm guessing there is going to be a live event. Okay, there is that monolith right over there. This is as close as I can possibly get. And I don't really see anything under it. Look at this. From this view, you can actually see this thing looks very similar to the one from the Space Odyssey. Okay, now let's go back to that sketch again, made by Hope. Now, if you go to Supernova Academy and go inside of Hope's room, you will see this sketch on the wall. And like I mentioned earlier, this right over here, this is the monolith Hope predicted. And this sketch was created in Chapter 6, Season 3, way before the arrival of this black monolith. And if you look around, you will see so many different teasers that tells us the arrival of the Lost Reality as well. First of all, you can see so many different cubes, and as we all know, the cubes is the Lost Reality's technology. And it was during the Skyfire event, we went inside of Lost Reality's ship, and this happened. This was a very important moment in the history of Fortnite, and also a bunch of these pyramids as well. Remember Chapter 2, Season 8, at the end of the season, there was a giant pyramid actually made by a bunch of cubes at the center of the island. And this was created by the Cube Queen because she wanted to harness the power of the 0 point to get enough energy to open a giant portal in the sky. And And then finally, we can see this circular object as well with what looks like an eyeball in the middle. You can even see an eyeball with this arrow pointed towards the center of this circular object. Now, we think that this is actually the Lost Reality's main mothership. We think this ship belongs to the Nothing. And we actually saw this ship during this event as well. Have a look at this. I think it's pretty much confirmed at this point that everything that is happening on the island is actually done by the Lost Reality. And I think this dark presence is their leader, known as the Nothing. Now, we've still got a long time before that live event, and I think there's going to be more build-up before the huge finale event. And I will keep you guys updated, so please leave a like, subscribe, and use my code SMJM if you like Fortnite storyline. Peace out.